Hello and welcome to Loops and Lapbars. I'm Tracy.
I'm Dave.
And we're here at Drayton Manor Resort for the 15th anniversary of Thomas Land, which is going to be hopefully some really good fun. Really enjoyed Thomas Land in previous visits. It's arguably one of the better kids areas in the UK, especially because Thomas is, it's beloved to a lot of people. I grew up with Thomas, I don't know about
So did I.
Yeah, none of us grew up with Peppa Pig and things like that, so that's it's props to Thomas Land. But yeah, really looking forward to getting on Shockwave, seeing what's happening with the park, hopefully having another go around the Vikings area. But this is our first of quite a few visits to Drayton this year, so let's go and have an adventure today and see what we get on.
Yeah.
So I got in the park, no real fuss with getting in. They were scanning the tickets as we were in queue. We got hand stamps, and then literally at 50:30 they opened the gates and we were straight to Shockwave. And I phenomenally love Shockwave. I think that the UK needs more stand-up roller coasters.
Yeah, it is a unique ride. I like it. You only go upside down twice, I think it is.
4 times.
4? Whoops.
Yeah.
There you go, shows how much attention I pay. Yeah, it was first ride of the day, second row back. It was quite comfortable. It wasn't too bad.
Yeah, there was not much in the way
nice.
of rattle or anything like that.
No.
It can be a bit juddery, but not today. Once we've done Shockwave, we went on to Air Race. Now, very similar sort of issues we spoke about in the Alton Towers video. Restraints. So Air Race has automatic restraints that come down and lock into place. They were absolutely fine with me, but you had issues again.
Yeah, I had issues again, and they are quite a chunky restraint because you do go upside down a lot, and that's fine, it makes it comfortable, but I think potentially that restraint could do maybe an inch or so of size taking off it to allow accommodate larger people.
The tolerance has been a little bit more lax because I think the test seat you were absolutely fine.
Yeah.
It's the actual on-ride mechanics that's the problem, but it's one of those things. Safety comes first. If we can't ride, as we said yesterday, we can't ride. I went on it, thoroughly enjoy Air Race. It's really good fun.
Yeah, I will admit it was no sort of big loss for me because I don't like Air Race a great deal. It's not my type of ride, so yeah, if I had an excuse to get off it, I was fine.
Yeah, so no big loss there.
Yeah.
But then you went on chair swing.
The chair swing,
the chair swing. What's it actually called?
It's Turtle something.
No, Adventure Curve chair swing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Which same sort of thing there. I didn't go on it because I don't really enjoy chair swings so much. So it works well in our favour, but it's just a chair swing, isn't it? At the end of the day.
Yeah.
And yeah, now as you can probably see, we're sat in front of the lake, just making the decision as to whether we're going to do Vikings or Thomas Land. Park doesn't seem to be too busy today, so yeah, we'll make a decision, head there, do what we're going to do, and then we'll report back.
Yep.
So it's very sad to see a lack of Apocalypse. And also Pandemonium. I was a big fan of Pandemonium, but obviously Apocalypse was quite a big loss. So mourn the loss of Apocalypse. So in the end we did end up going into Vikings.
Yep.
Timed that just well because by the time we finished in Vikings, it started raining.
Really heavily.
Yeah, so first up we went on, I think it's pronounced Jormungendeer, which is a terrible roller coaster.
It's the slowest roller coaster in the world.
I understand it's a family coaster and whatnot, but I think there's a lot better family coasters out there. I know it's Legacy. It's a really, really old roller coaster, and to be fair, it was it wasn't playing ball. One of the sensors was stopping the roller coaster from doing a certain amount of laps. So it just essentially was going as many laps as it wanted, which I thought was quite funny. It was just like an old pensioner, misbehaving. But so that was Jormungendeer, and then we decided on
the little horse ride.
I think it's Sleipnir.
Yeah.
Which, though we're not the target demographic, I would much rather ride Sleipnir than Jormungendeer.
Yeah.
It's just a bit of fun, is that one. But then we had a first go on Thor. And though Thor's probably not as nice to look at as Cobra is, it rode very well.
It did, yes, it was nice and smooth.
And as you'd expect, it's a brand new ride and whatnot, but I do feel like that was probably the nicest of the disco type disco coaster type rides that I've been on. So we've been on Edge, we've been on Cobra, we've been on disco coaster, we've done all sorts of different ones. And then as we say, we got on Loki just before the
heavens opened.
Yeah. Loki, nice little ride. It really is. I don't know. I prefer sitting and watching it as opposed to riding it.
I quite like Loki as a ride. It's a nice little ride. The only issue, because of what the ride is,
it takes a long time to load.
Yeah, its loading, unloading isn't optimised in the slightest.
No, but there's not much they can do about that.
But that's the ride design as opposed to the actual ride.
Yeah. So if you see a small queue might not necessarily mean that it's going to be a quick off and on job. So yeah, do bear that one in mind. Thor was a walk on though, pretty much, and so was the other two, Jormungendeer and Sleipnir. They were both walk-ons. So now we've done that, we're going to probably get some dinner and then head over to Thomasland.
Yep. So next up then was Thomasland after lunch. Lunch today we actually decided to do in the pizza and pasta place because we thought it was a buffet place. It isn't. You can either order separate pizza or separate pasta dish. Dave got the pasta pot, which was really nice. I got myself pizza. Didn't realise how big it was, but also really, really nice as well. Pleased with that one. And then we went on to Thomasland.
Yeah, obviously it's their 15th anniversary, and yeah, the place is it's decorated quite nicely. There's bunting around and there's a big cake and celebratory shows and stuff like that.
And Thomas has got a little party hat.
Yeah, and he's decorated us up, so it's all nice, good bit of fun over there. As for Thomasland itself, I think I alluded to it at the start of the video that it's probably the best.
It is, yeah. It's
area.
One of the best themed kids areas in most of the parks in the UK. To be fair,
the only other one that I would say that definitely gives it a run for its money is Peppa
Pig World
down at Paulins Park, but I do much prefer Thomas to Peppa Pig, so therefore I'd give the thing to Thomas. And a lot of the rides, they're a lot more kid friendly, but there's also rides that adults can go on, such as Troublesome Trucks. Really like Troublesome Trucks, good fun.
Yeah.
But there are a few negatives with it, and things like Sodo cars. You can't go on as adults. You have to have children, which is a bit of a shame. And I can understand why they would do something like that because it is a kids' area. But
for the enthusiasts that want to collect log ride credits and
you can't tick everything off.
Credits, you can't tick everything off because of it.
But yeah, there's plenty of other things that you can do. I mean, there's Winston's Whistle Stop Tours, which gives you a nice good view of the overall area. I think adults can go on Harold's helicopter tours.
Don't know, we've never tried that.
Never tried that. But then there's the Toby Tram ride and James and the Red Balloons, and they are now building a log flume as well. well, but I'm going to imagine that the log flume is not going to be for adults, looking at the size of it.
Yeah, yeah, it's smaller than the little crocodile one for the kids at Chesington.
Yeah,
So.
it does look like a very, very junior one, which will fit in just nicely, I think.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was Thomasland. Really good area, good good sort of entertainment going on there. Dusty and Rusty, Fat Controller, all doing their thing.
Yeah. On the merch front today as well, the Thomasland now does have adult socks, so you can get some adult socks if you wish to.
Yes. And actually, that's something going on from that. Whinging a little bit yesterday about the Alton Towers merchandise. Though the merchandise here isn't quite as extensive as what it is at the Merlin parks, the sizes are there.
Yeah, sizes are there, and they've got badges this year, new badges for the Vikings area. So fingers crossed, they're hopefully going to roll out badges for some of the other rides in the park. I would like a Stormforce 10 one, possibly a Shockwave badge as well.
Yeah.
That'd be quite cool.
Be nice to see some love for the other attractions, especially because they have made T-shirts for Apocalypse.
Yeah.
Which I believe they were done at the end of last year to commemorate the loss of Apocalypse. But I managed to pick one up today, so that's all right. So that was Thomasland and a little bit of the merchandise.
Yeah.
I think next we're going to have a go on Sheriff Showdown, which is a ride that we both enjoy.
Yep.
Yeah, we'll talk to you about it after we've been on there. So we had a go there on Sheriff Showdown, and though it isn't my favourite of the shooting rides, that's still going to be Toon Blaster. It's probably the best shooting ride in the country, just because of the fact that you shoot things and things happen. It's not just static, you stand and shoot at the same target like you do on Toon Blaster.
Exactly, yeah. For me, it's definitely that toss-up between sort of that and Laser Raiders at Legoland.
Yeah.
Like, I don't rate Toon Blaster.
No, to be fair, I always forget about Laser Raiders. Laser Raiders is pretty good.
Yeah.
Toon Blaster is pretty good. Like I say, that one is arguably the best in terms of the overall ride experience. As you shoot things, lights go out, things happen. It's just really, really nice. So that's Sheriff Showdown. We're going to keep it a bit brief because it has just started raining again.
Yeah.
So we'll probably leave it there for today.
Yep.
So yeah.
Yep.
There's not really much of a construction update as such, because I don't really think I'm qualified to talk about that. But it is such a shame seeing where Apocalypse once stood, as well as Pandemonium, as I mentioned earlier on. But can't wait to see what we're going to get here. Supposedly it's going to be a family thrill coaster, so I'd like to see something like a Vekoma STC or something like that. Maybe something with inversions that gives Shockwave a little bit of backup, but we'll wait and see what the future holds.
Here we go now. Oh, the music stopped happening. Oh, Rusty! You fell over. Which means the first round goes to the children!
We did it! Only round one, don't worry, grown-ups, we'll get me round two.
Oh, no, you won't.
Oh, so that was our day at Drayton Manor. First visit of the year.
Yep.
Did you enjoy yourself?
Yes, other than the rain, it was alright. It was good today.
Yeah,
Park weren't as busy as we expected it to be. So
I think
that
the
was
rain
good.
helped with that, but I don't think the rain ruined it or anything, because we, like I say, we managed to dodge it for the most part.
Yeah.
But that's obviously not something that they
They
any
can
park
stop.
can
Yeah.
worry about. It's been a really good day. I think I've enjoyed today more than I did Alton Towers.
Yeah.
But that's just because Drayton Manor feels like they are improving, whereas Alton Towers feels like they're stagnating a little bit.
Yeah.
Can't wait to see what they're going to be doing with regards to the new roller coaster that they're building over by where Apocalypse used to stand. So we'll look forward to hopefully getting on that when the time comes. Done really well with Adventure Cove, done really well with Vikings, so you know, fingers crossed on the up and up. So that was Drayton Manor.
Yeah, we're
Anything
back
to add?
in 2 weeks for the coronation party.
Yeah, Coronation
So-
Street Party.
That's going to be interesting.
Yeah.
So we've never done an after doors event.
Yeah,
as it were.
it's late night riding and fireworks and such. So I'm looking forward to that one and seeing what they can do with that, because first event that we've ever come to for Drayton Manor.
Yeah.
So fingers crossed that's going to be all good.
Exactly,
So
yeah.
we'll see you around then.
We will. Bye bye.
Goodbye.